What the? We're one of the same kind, you and I. If that is what you wish. Lead on, then.
Really? I killed like 3 skeletons. Stone of Baranzaya. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to play like 2 more missions then. Just double check for some gold. Book. Everything else in that book. Got it. That was twice as fast and twice as easy.
I spend so much time among the dead, I sometimes forget how much I miss the company of the living. Oh, thank Archay! Please, take this gold for your troubles.
15.
The blessing of Archay be upon you. You and me, we're the only people around who aren't complete fools.
I thought that was gonna take like 15 minutes. 2 minutes. Jeez. Well.
Let the children play in the dragon bones.
By the gods, I don't even know what to say.
Look, Sharon, the Spectre Dragon.
It may be dead now, but where did it come from?
No, where does everything come from? When a mother dragon and a daddy dragon?
Can't sleep well no matter how much drink I put in me.
You're wrong to come here, stranger. No rest in Dawnstar. Everyone here is having nightmares. I have miners tripping over their own feet from lack of sleep. I heard there was a priest of Mara who was supposed to be looking into it. We'll see if anything comes of that. That would be Jarl Skald the Elder. He's over in the White Hall, probably talking about Ulfric like he's the second coming of Talos. I'll buy everything you've dug up. Until next time.
What happened? Sup?
Divine's sake, Skald. Who do you think we're threatening with our old war wounds? We're not soldiers anymore.
Your man Horik is wearing his old Legion armor. What should I make of that?
He's proud of his service, Skald. The Legion taught us loyalty, and we're just one of the miners. I don't want any trouble.
This isn't over. I catch you sending one letter to General Tullius. I'll have you both executed.
My duty is to guard Rena Meredith.
You come to Dawnstar at a bad time. Tempers are fiery. Skald supports Ulfric's rebellion, and he doesn't like having a couple of old legionnaires living in his town. He's a fool. A dragon has attacked Helgen. Dawnstar needs the Empire now more than ever. Drowning your troubles in mead? A lot of folks are doing that these days. You'll want the Wind Peak Inn. As for work, you could try to catch Skald in a good mood, but your best bet would be working in the mines. They're on opposite ends of town. Stay out of trouble now.
You've come to Dawnstar at a strange time, friend. Seems everyone in the town is having nightmares.
And what might you need? Fine. What? What? Will do. That it? Yes. Lead on, then.
By the Divines, I'm tired. Just a servant of Skald the Elder. Not worthy of time or consideration.
The Jarl is tired. Be mindful of that. Unless you're here to solve this nightmare problem, I don't need you. Oh, the Stormcloaks are destined to win this fight. Talos is with us, and when you fight under a Divine's blessing, victory is assured. Dawnstar has a history of being the site of battles that have crippled the fate of the Empire. I hope this remains true. The only reason dragons are attacking is because Talos is angry with us for turning our backs on him. As soon as we drive the Empire out of Skyrim, the dragons will vanish. Mark my words. Don't bother me again unless it's important.
Think you might be in the wrong place, friend. Keep your eyes open.
It's the ring.
I envy you travelers. Dreams aren't affecting anyone not from here. My mother taught me. She was a bard from the college in Solitude. I'd better get... This is a local favorite.
Need a
and
room?
one of the first songs
Don't worry.
I ever learned. Ragnar
Let's
the
sate
Red.
that appetite, huh?
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Warwickstead.
What troubles you, my son? The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it.
Ragnar the Red when he met the shield maiden Matilda who said...
These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedric Lord, Vermina. She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares. Not unlike a cough marks a serious illness. I must end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes permanent. I need to return to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple. Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard. I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares. Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawnstar. Come, we must hurry. Vermina resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire, a nightmarish land where reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways. From her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return apart from visions of horror and despair. Who can say? Perhaps she collects them for display like works of art in a nonsensical art gallery. Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent. I promise to answer all of your questions. Follow me.
Can't sleep well no matter how much drink I put in me. Huh?
Follow me. It's this way.
I'm no one special. Just a miner who swings a pickaxe for his drinking money. Watch what you're doing.
It feels good to finally have a chance to help these people. Helplessly watching them suffer has been difficult. Yes, my son. What is it I can help with? This way, Michael. The tower on that hill is our destination. People around here call it the Tower of the Dawn. I'm not familiar with the tower's history, but it was deserted for quite a long time before Nightcaller Temple was established inside. When the temple was active, the priests would rarely be seen in Dawnstar. They preferred to live a solitary existence. The temple's been abandoned for decades now. Ironic, isn't it? A ruin within a ruin. There's a small shrine to Mara I established inside the tower's entry hall. I was hoping to seek spiritual guidance from her.
Looks cool.
So many shadowy corners to strike from. I could learn to like this place.
Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawnstar. No. Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep. I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate and they'll awaken, both orcs and priests alike. The miasma was created by the priests of Vermina for their rituals. It's a gas that places the affected in a deep sleep. Because the rituals would last for months or even years, the miasma was designed to slow down the aging process. Sadly, yes. The longer an individual is exposed to the miasma, the more the mind can become damaged. Those who've been under the effect of it for extended periods of time have been known to lose their minds entirely. In some cases, a few never awoke at all. Once we get inside, all will become clear. Give me just a moment, and I'll have this open. Now I can show you the source of the nightmares. Over here. Behold the Skull of Corruption, the source of Dawnstar's woes. We must reach the inner sanctum and destroy it. Come, there's no time to lose. Lady Mara. Lucky hit. Damn you. Damn you. Damn it! The priest must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released. Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done. I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina. When the orcs invaded the temple, I fled. I left my brothers and sisters here to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs. I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on. Lore holds that the Skull of Corruption holds a constant hunger for the memories of others. The skull has been out of touch for so long, I fear it's gained the ability to reach out on its own and try to feed. What it does with these memories is just conjecture, and an argument for scholars and historians to this very day. We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible. It's just up here. Be careful. We're certain to find more of the Awakened within.
We're still under attack!
The benevolent Mara. This library used to be filled with decayed volumes. Now look at it. Almost everything's been burned. I hope the tome we need is still intact. For Lady Mara! Data.
Still under attack!
Kill you! I'll get you!
Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need. We're looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dream Stride. The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. It should be here somewhere. If you'll check the shelves around the balcony, I'll check around the lower level. Yes, my son. What is it I can help with? Yes, my son. What is it I can... Let me take a look. Mara be praised. There is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vermina's torpor. Yes, the torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world. Quite amazing, yes. Alchemy and the blessings of a divine, distilled down into a ingestible liquid. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person. As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina, or the unaffiliated. All believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample. You'll be viewing the memory of another through your own eyes and with your own body. Those around you will perceive you as normal, and you will find the words you utter may not be your own. Thanks to all of these odd principles, there is quite a lot of debate as to whether this is really a dream or just the machinations of Vermina. I will watch over you as you slumber to ensure your safety. If I deduce anything is amiss, I will use my arts to bring you back. Otherwise, I am uncertain what will end your dream stride. Perhaps when Vermina's curious appetite has been filled. The laboratory adjoins the library. I'm hoping we'll find a sample of the torpor left undamaged.
Fight to the last. Your final hour.
Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torpor. It should be in a small bottle, very similar to a potion. I'll begin searching up here. The torpor should be in a tall bottle with dark liquid. If you find it, bring it to me. Yes, my son. What is it I can help with? I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. This place looks as though it was ransacked by the orcs. So, I've taken us this far, but you need to guide us the rest of the way. Drink. Dawnstar's fate rests in that tiny bottle. The longer we wait, the more damage Vermina could be doing to those poor people. I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that it works. Let's continue. We still have much to do.
Drink.
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Varen.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But brother...
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina? Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you. Brother Thorin, we must remain here and guard this skull with our lives if necessary.
Agreed to the death.
Then let it be done. Farewell, my brothers. worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it. How I envy you. I can only imagine the excitement of seeing history through the eyes of another. Sadly, I am resigned to just reading of its wonders through my research of the skull. Indeed, my reverence for Vermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend. Come, we must get to the skull and destroy it.
Take heed.
Oh, you got it!
Stop them!
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
What now? Nothing.
What the?
This looks sketchy.
Wait. There, Thoric, you're alive. No thanks to you, Casimir. I no longer use that name. I'm Miranda, priest of Mara. You're a traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the miasma took you. No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies. I can't allow you to destroy the skull, priest of Mara. Then you leave me no choice. What lady...
Fermina, forgive me.
I knew Baron Thor. They were my friends. Is this punishment for my past? I knew Varen and Thoric. They were my friends. Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so? And had they succeeded, Dawnstar's fate would be sealed. You have a unique way of looking at things, my friend. It's time. The skull must be destroyed. If you'll stand back, I'll perform the ritual granted to me by Lady Mara. First, an incantation to remove the barrier.
Sup. It's the ring. Looks cool. Drink.
I call upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier, to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you. When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Arender will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vermina commands you.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with? Come, we must get to the skull and destroy it. Forgive me if I don't appear relieved. This temple has taken its toll on me. In time, I believe I will. I'd constructed a meager shrine to Mara in the antechamber where we entered. My intention was to spend the rest of my years here, burying the past and praying for forgiveness. But instead, I wish to offer my services to you. If you ever wish to journey with me, I'll be here. There's no need to thank me. What you did was for the people of Dawnstar. If anyone should be thanked, it should be you. Azura's wisdom to you, friend. Safe travels. Need something?
I was all for killing him until that voice was like, Vermina commands you. I'm like, what are you talking to, dude? Stupid ass. Bullshit, dude. Garbage crap. It was like, do it, and you will be powerful. And I will give you riches and stuff. I would be like, yeah, alright, cool. I'll just stab him in the back. Don't mind me. You know, but like, no, you command me. I'm the Dragonborn, bitch. All that effort to like not do it, like screw you. I was convincing at first, and the last words it said was like, dumbass.
Huh?
LOL, fuck the shit.
Be wary for traps. If you spy one, try to get an enemy to trigger it.
Nintendo hotline with tips and tricks. Okay, where the hell is this museum? I came for a museum, I ended up fighting a dragon, and then I did this whole ritual thing with him and killed all these orcs. I mean, it's always fun to kill orcs, you know, but that was not my intended reason to be here.
Friends like you are hard to find.
I know what happened to the museum, haha.
What happened to the museum?
I know you fought a dragon that was badass,
makes
LOL.
potions, if you can't tell from the name. The mortar and pestle has cures for every illness, from ataxia to whitbane. My husband... We used to go out into the wilds and collect ingredients together. He used to call me his pretty juniper. It's quite romantic, if you're an alchemist. Frost took the old fool a few seasons back while he was looking for the ring of pure mixtures. I found the ring's resting place after he died, but I'm far too old to go exploring some cave now. Well, aren't you sweet? I'd be happy to give you some alchemy training in exchange for the ring if you bring it to me. If you find that ring, bring it here. A stamina potion, maybe? Popular
Where is the
with
troll
young
that
men.
works at the gas station, LOL?
Oh shoot, Laura. There's like a book I passed through earlier. That's literally the same name. It's in the last stream. I saw a book that's like Tales of Gorath or something like that.
And here comes my first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend. Never mind that. Medina is a good woman, but I have my own reasons for opening this museum, and I'm not changing my mind. I have a collection of artifacts from the group that toppled an empire. Their importance to history cannot be forgotten. Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. I have a job you look perfect for. Let's talk inside. Feel free to look around. Come talk to me when you're ready to discuss that job I mentioned. The tapestries hung here and outside were found in hideouts, where members of the Mythic Dawn would meet and plot. But those robes were worn during the Mythic Dawn's secret meetings, where they plotted to bring the Daedra Mehrunes Dagon into Tamriel. Each bolt of yarn used to make the robe was colored with a dye, made from sacrificial blood. That burned paper is all that remains of the fabled Mysterium Xarxes, the blasphemous book written by Mehrunes Dagon himself. It's said that Mankar Cameron used the book to open a portal to a paradise, where all his followers would live forever. The commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes were written by the Mythic Dawn cult leader, Mankar Cameron. He promised a paradise awaited his followers when they died, that they would be reborn by Mehrunes Dagon's side. Ah, yes, that scabbard. Notice the insignia? An Oblivion Gate, a key symbol of Mehrunes Dagon, the patron Daedra of the Mythic Dawn. Did you have any questions about the museum, or would you rather talk business? They were worshippers of Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric Lord of Destruction and Change. The Mythic Dawn killed Uriel Septim VII and his heirs, triggering the events that led to the Oblivion Crisis when the Daedra invaded Tamriel.
Business.
All that remains of the infamous cult I've gathered in my museum. Ah, an excellent question. Mehrunes Dagon is the Daedric Lord of Change, Destruction, and Ambition. Dagon's Mythic Dawn cult killed the Septim Dynasty and opened the Oblivion Gates into Tamriel. They called it the Oblivion Crisis. It's no secret that my family were once members of the Mythic Dawn. One of my forefathers was even chosen to assassinate Uriel Septim himself. We hid from our past for years, became tradesmen, people of coin and influence. But I realized that the Mythic Dawn's importance, our importance, to history cannot be denied. I'll see everyone in Tamriel remember that for a moment, we held the fate of the world in our hands, for good or ill. A little history first. After the Oblivion Crisis, a number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the Mythic Dawn. One of these groups found Mehrunes' razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, and they're right here, in Skyrim. At least 2 of the owners, Gunzel and Draskua, are dangerous marauders, and the 3rd owner, Jorgen, I only know he lives in Morthal. Here are my notes about them. I'll gladly pay you for getting the pieces any way you can. No questions asked. The razor is Mehrunes Dagon's personal artifact. It has always heralded bloody change and carnage. It's held many names. Dagger of the Final Wounds, Bane of the Righteous, the Kingslayer. The mythic Dawn worship Dagon as a god. Having his razor would be invaluable to my collection. Good luck finding the fragments.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. I think I got a lot done in 1 hour. Dragon Quest. Not Dragon Quest, but Dragon Mana Quest. And now some, what is it?
Cool, that was a good amount of stuff.
Yeah. Since it was a 14.25, just, you know, tried to get it as short and sweet, action-packed as possible. And I'll be on, like, yeah, later on in the evening, like about 4 or 5 hours from now. If I don't get on at that time, then I'll get on a little later, and I'll probably just do a part 15 instead of like a part 14.5 or
cool.
0.725. Hell yeah. Alright. I'll probably get on Fortnite in a little bit too, so I'll be on there. Alright, later.